From the innovations of Construction Gallery to the aspirations of the aesthetes concerned with the uncovering of culture, the A is for Art movement of the late noughties fashioned its own visual and auditory underground in Tooting. Aesthetes of A enlightened residents in the London borough of Wandsworth, restoring a sense of community. Peter Piontek presents the radio documentary, The Origin of A.
Innovation is coming, inside your belly and running. Innovation is coming, inside your belly.
We must refrain from straining the enlightened. We must uncover culture for ourselves to save the community. The struggle to bring art to Tooting is indeed a struggle to civilize a barbaric borough.
Culture in the borough. Culture in the borough. Culture in the borough.
A is for art. These words, connected in this way, demand attention, inspire innovation, luxury, and whim.
And whenever anybody prepares for innovation, we focus on the community. There will be innovation within the community. We will stand enlightened.
Retrieved from the sea of postmodern sludge of the noughties, A is for Art was an effort unlike anything Tooting had ever seen. Its scaffolds made a temple and construction gallery for the Wandsworth community, reaching new heights of creativity.
For those of you who can imagine innovation, you are innovation. A is for art.
By the late noughties, every effort for innovation amongst aesthetes of A is for Art had been revoked. Instigators of innovation had become despondent, resorting to watching daytime TV or working in bureaucratic jobs. There are hundreds of ideas in Tooting, in the market and around the houses, thousands being lost. A is for Art was forced into action to prevent further losses.
Well, out of their attitude. Well, out of their attitude, or else in Art's name will clear them out well. Completely and absolutely. A is for Art.
What's more, it was about the recognition of a new sensibility.
A was not just an art movement, but a culture of innovation. This uncovering of culture enlightened more residents to become aesthetes of A. A is for Art inspired a new generation of aesthetes in painting, sculpture, video, performance, and music. Artists rethought their art practice, their identities, their institutions, even the way the art world was structured.
The question of A is for Art had to do with innovation. We were saying, we want a culture that is identifiably A. We want a Turing-centric art. We want an art that has the power to enlighten.
It was time. People have got the picture. It was widely known. A is all we'd talk about in Tooting.
We knew that the words A is for Art would provoke fear in the unenlightened, that we were actually stepping on the toes of the authorities and everyone else. I mean, the A movement was very, very innovative. We really felt like we were going to turn Tooting upside down.
In this program, we will uncover the secret South London art scene of A is for Art and its cultural expression. A is for Art, or A, as those familiar with the term call it, is an art movement in which artistic and political innovation are intertwined.
A is so bright it's enlightened. A is 100 athletes swimming amongst 1,000 residents. Oh dear, what do they want? A is such a bombshell. It's bombastic. A is a people.
A is its origin because, in a sense, it is a culture unto itself that makes sense to itself. And as we uncovered some culture, we began to see ourselves collectively as a community.
A art tutor, honeysuckle.
And also to put into the rich mix The struggle to find out where a sense of community came from and what that means in terms of innovation.
A is not only an origin, but A is a destination. A is a philosophy. A is a way of life. A is within our bones. A is a way of looking at tooting, and is not a negative looking at tooting.
A is for art aesthete, poet and writer Eve Adams.
We began looking up and saying simply, whose vision of the world is more important, our authorities or ours? From a poem by Thomas Diggory. Listen now, for crying out loud, A's feet. Crying out for A, crying out for A. Painters, eyes, musicians, A's feet, wherever you are, listen, crying out for you, crying out for A, crying out for A. Show us A, show us what you're made of, what you made of, what you made of, A, what you made of.
By the mid-noughties, residents in Tooting were becoming enlightened. Influenced by film star and art historian Thomas Diggory, a new generation of artists were uncovering culture, visually, auditorily, communally. The territory was no man's land, a post-modern wasteland. For aesthetes such as Peter Piontek and Zebediah Castle, the means and end of art was innovation. But innovation had more than an artistic connotation.